Starting off with mensuration, this is first of the three videos in this series. The first question we have here is there are two formulas for the volume of the sphere and the volume of the cone. The question is, a cone is removed from a solid wooden hemisphere of a radius 3 centimeter. So this was a sphere, but now this is a hemisphere which is half of a sphere. The radius of this hemisphere is 3 centimeters. Now a cone shape is removed from this. So this cone shape, the dotted lines, this is removed from the hemisphere. The cone has radius 3, which is same as the radius of the hemisphere, and height 2 centimeters, the height of the cone. Now the volume of wood remaining is k pi centimeter cube. Find k. So first of all, the volume of sphere is given. This is the volume of sphere. The formula is for the sphere of volume of the sphere. But notice here the diagram, we have a hemisphere and not a complete sphere. So we will multiply this formula by half first. So it will be 1 by 2 multiplied by this formula, which is 4 by 3 pi the r cube. So r is 3, the radius is 3, so it will be 3 cube. Now minus the cone removed from this area, the volume of the cone is 1 by 3 pi, r is again 3, notice here, and this is the r, so 3 square multiplied by h, which is the height, and it is 2 centimeters. Use this formula and you will get the final answer. Put this whole equation on the calculator and you will get 12 pi. Now the remaining volume was k pi, so this is k and pi is pi. So k for the value for the k is equal to 12. So 12 is the final answer for this question. Moving on, the question says convert 78 millimeters to centimeters. Now you have to know that 10 millimeters is equal to 1 centimeters. So 78 millimeters will be equal to, let's say, x centimeters. Cross multiply these both values and it will be 78, which is equal to 10 times x, and x is equal to 78 divided by 10, which is equal to 7.8 centimeters. Now the B part says convert 3 meter square to centimeter square. We know that in uh, okay, we know that in 1 meter there are 100 centimeters. But what if we square both sides? So 1 meter will be 1 meter square, because square of 1 is always 1. So 1 meter square is equal to, now let's square this part. The square of 100 is 1 double 0 double 0, which is 10,000, and centimeter square. So 1 meter square is equal to 10,000 centimeter square. So how many centimeter square will be 3 meter square? Multiply both sides, this and this side, with 3. So 3 meter square will be equal to 30,000 centimeter square. Moving on, the question says convert 4 kilograms to gram. So we know that 1 kilogram is equal to 1,000 grams. So 4 kilograms will be equal to 4,000 grams. The B part says convert 250 centimeter cube to liters. Now you know that you should know that 1000 centimeter cube is equal to 1 liter. So 250 centimeter cube will be equal to 0.25 liters. This is mental maths, but you can cross multiply. You can suppose this side as x and cross multiply it to get 0.25 liters, which is the final answer for this question. Moving on, the question says a base of cuboid is a square with sides 4 centimeter. So this base, this part, it was given, and the base is 4. Let me change the color. The base is 4 by 4. Now the question says the volume of the cuboid is 48 centimeter. So now for the volume, you have to multiply length into width into height. Now if you take height as 3, then only you get the volume 48 cm cube. So you know that the height is 3. So you have to draw on the grid, complete the accurate drawing of the net of cuboid. Net is an unfolded version of the cuboid. How you solve it? See, the height is 3. Let's say this part, this is width, this is height. When you fold this, when you cut out this whole shape, this whole shape, when you make a cutout, this 3 will be height. So height factor is always 3 as we calculated here, because this is a square, this is width, this is height, sorry, this is length and this is width. This will be your height. So stretch 3 units here, which 1 unit is always equal to 1 centimeter. Keep that in mind, because this length is 4 centimeter and this is covering 4 cubes. uh, so now you know that covering 1, 2 and 3 cubes will be equal to 3 centimeter of height. Cover each side with 3 centimeter, let's say on the top, on the bottom, left and right. Now you notice that this part will always be equal to 4 because of this part. Now for the top part, you have drawn the base was given, you have drawn the left, top, bottom, left and right part of the cube. Now the top part must be equal to the base. The base is 4 by 4. So you can draw 4 by 4 on any side. Let's say on this side you don't have enough space here and not here. So you cannot draw the 4 by 4 base on these two sides. So you can draw 4 covering the 4 cubes here, 4 here and 4 here. This is how you draw a net. Moving on, write down the names of solid forms from each net. Okay, so the first shape is a net of a cuboid. Simply if you cut out this shape and make a 3D shape out of it, it will form a cuboid. The next thing is a square base pyramid. This part is the base and notice that this is in square. So this is square based pyramid. The next thing is a triangular prism. So this was it for this video. This was an introductory video for this chapter. I hope the chapter is clear. The next part will be uploaded soon. Thank you.